Friends, I hope everyone is good. So, as part of our interview preparation series, today it is the third part of our interview preparation series. So, in this video, we will check what is polymorphism, what is overloading, what is overriding, and what is difference between overloading and overriding. If in case you haven't checked our other interview preparation videos, you can check out in our playlist interview preparation. And also, if you want to apply for the jobs, then you can check out our uh, job opportunities playlist where we upload daily videos about latest jobs. So let's start our today's video. Let us check what is the polymorphism. Basic meaning of polymorphism, just the word polymorphism is polymorphism meaning taking multiple forms. Single entity takes multiple forms, which is nothing but the polymorphism in layman terms. Okay, so you can see one name but multiple form is the concept of polymorphism. So it's a powerful feature that adds flexibility to our code. How it adds flexibility? So here what we can do, we can just write simple class as animal, which is having sound method, okay, which is animal sound. It's a generic method, right? Because animals can be cat, dog, cow, or any animal, right? So every animal has their unique sound, correct? So what we can do is, we have done here is, you can see in class dog we have extended animal, and we have also used the same method, which is sound method here, if you can see. Right here in the dog we have given the dog is barking, okay. Again for the cat we have given different sound, right, for the same method. So likewise polymorphism is meaning single method can be used in different classes, okay. So basically there are two types of polymorphism, like overloading and overriding. Okay, so as we have checked what is polymorphism, so let us quickly check what is overloading. So which is a one type of a polymorphism. So this is also a generally asked question in multiple interviews. Overloading, as I told you earlier, right? Overloading means defines multiple methods with the same name, with the same name, but different parameter list. Okay, multiple method with the same name but different parameter list. It what is the advantage of it? It reduces the complexity of the programming. What it does is it reduces the complexity of programming. You might ask that how it reduces the complexity. Suppose I do not have the leverage of the overloading. Like in C language, suppose we do not have leverage to overload the methods. So in that case, for each and every method, for each and every change in argument, suppose here we see our example. Here we are using add method for integer type data. Again, one more add method for double type data. Okay. So in case of C language, what we have to do is we have to change the method name each and every type if we are changing the arguments. Okay, so it increases the complexity of the programming. Correct. So each time we have to think of a different method name, and again we have to think about it, right? So, but in this case, what we can see here is we are using same method name but the different arguments, like for this method, it will take integer as argument and give us result. For this method, it will take double type as argument and give us result. Okay. I hope you have got my point now. And one more thing, actually, I forgot to add the point over here is, but I will add in notes which will provide. So you can check out our description for the notes. So you can again revise the notes while giving interview. So the main point is, like in overloading, method resolution is always going to be taken care by the compiler at the compile time, right? Which is why we also call it as a compile time polymorphism, right? Overloading is also called as overloading is also called as compile time polymorphism, right? That is the only reason, like method resolution is always going to be take care by the compiler at the compile time. Okay, so that's why we call it as a compile time polymorphism or static polymorphism, right? Or early binding, we also call this static polymorphism. Also, you call it as early binding. Okay, I will add this in our notes so that you can directly check our video description and go to the notes, and you can read over there, or also you can take a PDF from there as well. So this is all about overloading. Let me quickly show you one coding example for this one on Eclipse IDE, so that you will get much more confident about it. Okay, so let's see the example. Okay, so let us check quickly one overloading example. Let me create one class. Let me give name as a overloading itself. I'll need one PSA method as well. Okay, overloading. Okay, now what we have to do is, as I told you, we have to take different methods. Let me take public add method with the no argument. Okay, so sorry, I don't want to take it as abstract method. Now without, let me give it as no argument method. Correct. Now let me take one more method, which is public void add. It's showing me error because I need to give the return type. That's the reason why it's showing me error. So let me just copy the same thing, because we are just going to, okay, int argument. This is a int argument method. It will take integer as the argument. Okay, now let me quickly take public void add. If you can observe, the method name is same, right? Let me take it as a float. Let me quickly copy the same thing. Now this is a float argument method. Okay, now let me quickly create an reference for this one. Overloading O is equals to new. I hope everyone is aware how we create an object. Overloading. Sorry. Now let me call O dot simple method. Okay, now let us check what we get to the output, right? Okay, let us check. You can see, right? It has given us no argument method. Means it went to actually compiler checked like which is the no argument method in our class. Then it finds this one and it printed this output. Correct. Now let me take same method for the integer argument. Let me give it as a 4 now. Okay, right? Let me rerun it. Let's see what we get. Okay, so first one, no argument method for this one, and again we have got int argument method as output, right? So as we have provided integer as a input, so it will take integer argument and checks in our class which is the integer method, which is the method which is taking integer argument, and it will perform this task. Correct. Now let me comment the both of them. Okay, now let me again take float method 1.3. let me give it as a 4. Yes. Okay, now let me try to run it. You can see, right? Float f means it is floating argument, right? So it has given us the float argument method as a answer. So I hope now you have got clarity that we can use same method name but for the different argument type, so it will reduce our complexity of the programming. So that is the advantage of overloading. So I think that's it for the overloading. Let me know if you want to know any other details. Okay, so I hope everyone has got clarity about what is overloading. Now let us check another type, which is overriding. This is also polymorphism only. You can check out like method overriding allows subclass to provide specific implementation of methods already defined in its superclass. Okay. So what it means is, suppose we have defined XYZ method in parent class. Okay, but child class is not satisfied with the implementation of this parent class method, or definition of the parent class method, or the working of the parent class method. Then child class can redefine that to a parent class method with different definition. Okay, so with different implementation. So that is called as overriding. Okay, so what it does is, it will provide us a dynamic dynamism, or it will provide us a flexibility to use parent class methods. Correct. So it is a key feature of this one is the dynamic polymorphism. Why the dynamic polymorphism? In overriding, method resolution will always take care by JVM. Okay, method resolution take care by JVM based on runtime object. Okay, method resolution is always going to be taken care by JVM or based on runtime object. That's why it is called as dynamic polymorphism or late binding. Okay, so you need to remember this thing about the overriding. I have given small example over here. You can see, right? We have make sound method in my animal class. Okay, which is having this one explanation, definition or implementation, which is being overridden in the cat class with the different implementation. Okay, this is called as overriding. So we have 2-3 rules for the overriding. Let me quickly summarize them. First rule is that in overriding, method signature should be the same. Okay, just give me a sec. In overriding, signature should be the same. Signature means method name and arguments. This need to be same. Okay, so this is first rule. Let us check the second rule as well. Second rule says we can't override private method, right? If you are aware that private method is only class specific method, correct? Private method is class specific method, so we cannot override. We cannot override private method. Also, we cannot override final method as well, right? Because we cannot redefine the final. That's why it is final only, correct? As name suggests. And then there is one more rule, that is abstract method we must override, because if you are aware about abstract method means we do not have the implementation, and child class is responsible to provide the implementation for that one. Okay, so this is called as the abstract method. So these are the 3 rules and some definitions. Friends, you can find these notes in the description link. I will provide one link in the video description, so that you can take these notes and prepare for accordingly. Now let us check one quick coding example, so that you will get more confidence. Okay, so let us check one quick coding example for the overloading. This overriding. This one is for overloading one. Let me quickly create one class, which is name is overriding. I'll need one PSVM for this one. Okay, now let me create one class public. Let me just class this is public void it. Okay, without human is 18. Human is 18. Let me take one more method. Control V. Sleeping. Sleep method. One is sleeping. Okay. Now let me quickly extend this one. Plus let me take as a boy. Extends human. Now, okay, for this one, I am satisfied with the implementation of the sleep method. So here I can just give the implementation for the eat method only. So boy is eating. Okay, so now let me take one more class. Here, let me take it as a girl. Okay, so girl is not happy with the sleeping method. Sleep method. So she just want to implement the sleep method. And she want to convey that she is not sleeping. So what she will do is, I am not sleeping. Okay. Okay. I hope you got this one. Now, what I'll do is, I'll just create one parent class object. Human h is equal to new human. Now, I just want to call h dot eat h dot sleep. Okay. Now let me try to run it. You can see, right? Human specific methods we have called. Now, what I'll do is, I'll just comment them out. Now let me create child class object, which is boy. B equals to new boy. B dot eat and B dot. Okay, done. Now I have created these methods. What I'll do is, no, I missed semicolon. Just let me run it. You can see, right? Boy specific method explanation we have given, right? Only we implemented only boy method and overridden only boy method. So here, if we are calling the human sleep method, it is giving human class specific implementation only, correct? Now let me quickly create a. Now let me quickly create girl class object. Girl g equals to new girl. Now let me call g dot eat and g dot sleep methods. Okay. Now quickly run. Okay, here you can see, right? Girl was happy with the parent class eating method, so she didn't implement overridden it. But she was not happy with the sleep method, so she overridden it. Over here you can see and provide its specific implementation for the girl specific class, so that we got different output. Correct. Now let me show you one more thing over here. What I'll do over is, I will use parent reference, which is human h equals to create child class object. Okay. Now let me show you one quick example. Semicolon h dot sleep. Okay. Now, okay, let me take it as a h1. Control save. Let me quickly comment them out. Okay, control save. Okay, now let us run it. Let's see what we get. Okay, boy is eating and human is sleeping, correct? Here if you observe, we have got boy specific implementation only, correct? So that defines us that if you remember, I have told you one conclusion while we were discussing theory that in overriding, method resolution will always taken care by the GUM at the with based on runtime object. If we observe here, runtime object is boy only, so we got boy specific output. Okay, let me quickly show you for the girl specific as well, so you'll get much more clarity. Let me make it as a 2, this one 2, okay, this one also 2, and let me take it as a girl. Oh, sorry. This is yes2. Okay, now let me quickly save it and run it as a Java application. No, let me comment them out, or else it will disturb us. Control save. Try to run. Okay, here you can see, right? We have got girl specific implementation, correct? Where we override a sleep method and provided our own implementation, correct? So I hope you got clear idea about overriding. You if you haven't checked our other interview preparation videos, you can check out interview preparation playlist on our channel. Also, we provide daily job opportunities videos, so you can check out job opportunities playlist on this channel. Also, subscribe and share with your friends so that they will also get help from it. Thank you.